Welcome to episode 4 of my mini-series about Caitlin Clark and how you can learn skills from her to be better at sales and leadership. Caitlin Clark doesn't shrink to make others feel tall. She owns her stats, her swagger, her stage, not for show, but because she knows she's earned it. And that's a lesson every leader, sales pro, and entrepreneur might want to learn. Wouldn't you agree? Because greatness doesn't whisper. The silence of nonverbal authority. Think about it. When Caitlin Clark walks onto the court, her body language says,
I belong here.
She looks comfortable there. Her chin level is either straight or slightly lifted. Her shoulders are relaxed but open. Her gait is steady, not rushed. Her eye contact is scanning, not darting.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my podcast today in the driver's seat with me, Janine Driver.
Are you ready for one of the coolest podcasts on the web? Janine Driver, she's an expert on body language, persuasion, emotional intelligence, decision-making hack. This is In the Driver's Seat with Janine Driver.
I got my t-shirt on for the last episode here, Caitlin Clark. I went to a game last year here in Washington, D.C., and I saw Caitlin play. And it was so fascinating to me on the court how she just has this calm, confident presence. And then when she got off the court and was sitting on the sidelines for a little sec, her posture was actually not overly great. It reminded me at the end of the day, here's this young 20-something-year-old, and she just is this like so many other 20-year-olds, right? Just living her life. So on the sidelines, she was watching the game and she wasn't trying to overcompensate. But when she hits that stage, she owns that court. Just not for her, but for her whole team. You see her, the strategies coming, and you don't know if she's going to take the shot or if she's going to pass the shot. It's so exciting to watch. Let's talk about what's happening inside Caitlin's brain and your brain in these moments of high pressure if you're prepared. Power postures trigger a part of the brain that lowers cortisol and raises testosterone. This has been proven by a study over at Harvard University. This neurochemical shift boosts assertiveness and reduces anxiety, which is what your audience is sensing before you even speak.
Are you stressed? Are you confident? Are you calm?
Beyoncé's power stance. Before going on stage, legs wide, high heels, deep breaths, she becomes Sasha Fierce. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's deliberate stride onto late night talk shows. Serena Williams walking to the baseline, no apology in her posture. The sorry reflex, especially for women in leadership. There's this culture habit of apologizing for taking up space.
Sorry, I just wanted to say,
quote,
I might be wrong, but,
quote,
this will only take a second.
We diminish our confidence and our power. Every one of those phrases is a micro withdrawal. It's a signal to the listener that even you aren't sure that you belong there. It's interesting. Oftentimes I find men, if they want something, men will go in and they'll be like,
hey, boss, I just found out my family's coming for Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to take a week off. I just put the leaf slip in.
The boss goes, okay, not a problem. It's not even paying attention because the guy comes in confident. Unfortunately, not all women, but many women, when we come in with this, I want to be liked. And we come in with a shoulder shrug, which is uncertainty.
Hey, boss, I just found out my family's coming for Thanksgiving this year. Could I take off a couple days?
And your boss might say, well,
ask me in October. It's still August. Ask me later.
And many of us then say, well, it's a double standard. And I'm not saying there's not a double standard out there with women and men, and especially with finances. Many of it, though, much of it is us not asking for what we're worth. And I know this because a family member of mine's a top recruiter. Same job. A guy will ask for $280,000. And the job, that's the average for like $250. He comes in at $280. And my family member will say, the women will come in, well,
if its average is $250, let's go in at $210.
And there's this disparity because we're not even saying we're valuable enough. When we go in and we shoulder shrug because of mirror neurons, we make the other person uncertain. So your boss,
ask me again in a couple months.
It's our fault because we came in shrugging. We came in small. Our uncertainty is contagious. It made someone else, our boss or whoever we're asking this ask, we're making them uncertain. I remember when I first became a keynote speaker, and it's $35,000 for a keynote for me if you go through a speaking bureau. If you call me directly, we can figure out, you can give me recommendations to other clients. I'll work with your budget as long as we come up with that same value in different ways. You videotape the presentation, whatever. But when I first started, I think I asked for $3,000 initially because I left ATF. What's your price?
$3,000?
Do you think the client's happy about that? Today, with confidence, I can say it's $35,000. If you call me directly, we'll work with your budget because we'll figure out ways that are still valuable to me to get to that $35,000. I don't know if that makes sense, but unapologetically, this is what it's worth. My training, all the years it took for me to help you make more money. By the way, one big sale and you made that money back. Are you signaling that you belong there? Are you signaling uncertainty? Here's the leadership truth. Confidence and arrogance are not the same. Arrogance says,
I'm better than you.
Confidence says,
I'm good at what I do. And I know I belong here because I can help you. Here are the benefits. Here's why. Here are all my becauses.
Here's some movie and sports tie-ins. Erin Brockovich, Julia Roberts, we're going old school again. Her character never apologizes for pushing when she knows she's right.
Let's be honest here. $20 million is more money than these people have ever dreamed of.
Oh, see, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demur, we have more than 400 plaintiffs, and let's be honest, we all know there are more out there. They may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide, and $20 million isn't shit when you split it between them.
Aaron.
Second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20. Like Rosa Diaz, a client of ours, or have their spine deteriorate like Stan Bloom, another client of ours. So before you come back here with another lame-ass offer, I want you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Walker. Or what you might expect someone to pay you for your uterus, Miss Sanchez. Then you take out your calculator and you multiply that number by 100. Anything less than that is a waste of our time.
In The Devil Wears Prada, Meryl Streep's Miranda Priestley owns every inch of her space without raising her voice, the pausing, the presence.
No, and I've seen all this before.
Deskins is trying to reinvent the drugway, so actually
Where are all the other dresses?
we have some right here and then
And
Armani.
watch and listen.
And I think it can be very interesting
No.
with...
No, it's just baffling to me. Why is it so impossible to put together a decent run-through? You people have had hours and hours to prepare. It's just so confusing to me. Where are the advertisers?
we have some pieces from Banana Republic.
Well, we need more, don't we? Oh, this might be. What do you think of...
Yeah. Well, you know me. Give me a full ballerina skirt and a hint of saloon, and I'm on board.
But do you think it's too much like...
Like a La Croix from July? I thought that, but no, not with the right accessories. It should work.
Where are the belts for this dress? Why is no one ready?
Here. It's a tough call. They're so different.
Kobe Bryant walking onto the court playoff games, slow, measured, completely unshaken by noise. God rest his soul. How to train your earned bravado. Number 1, claim the space physically. Walk into the room, pause for a beat before speaking. Look around. Lead with the statement, not an apology. Swap
I might be wrong.
for
Here's what I'm seeing.
pace yourself. Speak about 75% of your normal speed. Speed reads as nervousness. Anchor with evidence like Caitlin Clark. Know your stats. Back confidence with results. One of my big clients is a plumbing and supply company, Plumbing and Lights. It's one of the biggest ones in the world. And I was coaching a senior VP, a woman, and we were doing body language and stuff on movement pattern analysis. We move in patterns that impact our decision-making styles, how we lead, how we interact with others. And I noticed that she usually prefaced her ideas with,
I don't know if this is going to work, but
once I replaced that with,
here's the strategy I recommend and why it will work.
her authority skyrocketed. The content didn't change. The delivery did. When we are uncertain, we make other people uncertain. The brain-body feedback loop. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Owning the room doesn't just project confidence. It creates it. When you stand tall and breathe deep and slow your pace, you're sending a signal to your amygdala.
I'm safe. We're safe. We are in control.
This reduces this adrenaline spike and frees up this prefrontal cortex smart thinking to think clearly and react with precision. Caitlin Clark's business parallel. Caitlin doesn't apologize for taking the shot, even if she misses, man. In business, own your idea. Own your pitch. Own the fact that your voice deserves to be heard. without wrapping it with a bunch of qualifiers. Here's a quick drill. Before your next meeting, say out loud,
I am not here to impress. I am here because I belong here.
Then walk in with a deliberate pace, make your point, and pause. Here's my closing challenge for you. This week, notice every time you start to downplay yourself with a just or sorry or I think, and replace them with direct, confident language. There's a great book out there for the women here by Marianne Williamson about us owning our power. Because greatness doesn't whisper. Own the moment the way Caitlin Clark owns it on the court. Decisive, direct, unapologetically you. That's it for this episode of what I've been calling the Playmaker's Edge. And the real work starts now. Pick one of our 4 moves from this 4-part series and test it in the wild. Notice what changes when you lead with presence, when you spot the play before it happens, when you pause instead of panic, when you notice these tongue protrusions, and then come back and share with me what happened. I want to hear about your wins. If you're ready to sharpen your game even more than it's already sharp, hit subscribe right now, share this episode with someone who plays at your level, and connect with me on social media. Remember, greatness doesn't whisper. Step up, take the shot, and play to win. Bye now.
Thanks for tuning in to In the Driver's Seat with Janine Driver. Use these insights to make your life easier and relationships stronger. Remember, you matter and belong, and you're not alone on this journey. Until next time, keep driving forward. Bye now.